I'm ending Preds. I'm ending Preds. I'm ending Preds. That one Turk thinks up.
Brought her backpacking in the loose store. My girl says she needs some shit too. I hit the York.
Game time.
I'm feeling the night.
Okay, Ramcom versus Zarya. I mean, honestly, I think SSG just win. Good TP engage, but nice boot from left.
Directly past that shield. Can you keep this Ram alive? I actually think without the Reaper, it's actually a much easier situation for Extinction to play from.
Yeah, why is Satori not in the middle? What's going on?
Behind the lineup here for Spacestation Gaming. Here in Hawk's direction.
Okay, Alba looking for a boop on the Chronic. And Alba's off the map. Never mind. Nope, Alba's definitely off the map.
It almost seemed like a little bit of a bait there, right? Where Spacestation, it's actually a nice boot by Alba, pushing like Hawk into this position over on the side. And I think Extinction decides, like, okay, like we can kind of go, maybe take advantage. And I think that's exactly what SSG want to bait them into. So Extinction actually did get the point there for like 5%, which is like really rare that it's like that low in terms of like a a first point cap and then a flip. So they get it for a
yes.
They give it back up. SSG is looks like got a quick pause.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that was obviously a fight one with Alba Hitori getting taken down, and then it was like a full disengage. But Hawk's been vomiting damage already over the course of that sort of first fight. Already over 1,000 course towards that graviton surge here. So
sparkling wine, please. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, wow. I have a lot to report to you guys. I feel like I am not dressed for this. First of all, I have a baseball cap that says SIGs inside, available at Small Brand American Out Store, by the way, if you like any of this merch you see. I don't feel like I fit in.
It's risky business up against Lucio, and something happened there. I think Lep and Alba are like fighting. They're like in a death spiral out off the edge of the map, like fighting while wall riding, and Lep obviously wins that out and has to climb up, you know, like it's the Balrog's pit he's trying to get from, but very weird little first pass.
Hunting for clips there on the outside. That's all Lucio's do. No, I'm kidding. But looks like we'll be able to get back into this one in just a little bit. But yeah, that first fight, it seemed like Alba got a boop, knocked some of those players to the outside, but that's kind of seems where SSG wanted to play from. And then Hitori, she kind of makes the right move, kind of pushes
boom,
up, like boom, on a Hawk, but Hawk kind of playing in that close.
Dude, I've been VIP in OWCS chat.
Just kind of turn that damage back into offense, and you end up losing your Ramatra and Lucio, and then the point just flips.
So what position does LeBron play then?
At PG4 Wingstop. Bro, should I actually get Wingstop? Low-key, I've been kind of itching for Wingstop, but I gotta stay locked in, bro. I actually gotta stay locked in.
Forward, who also brings the ball up, handles the ball. As he's gotten older, he's kind of moved into like the power forward like position, right? Obviously.
Alfox is up. Locked in for what, bro?
My girl says she needs some shit too. I hit the York. I'm feeling the night.
You're right. Like, I'm not really locked in for anything, but like, I'm just been trying to eat healthy.
Back to the basket, a little old school ball, a little bully ball, right?
Yo, why is that guy's room just a furnace? Why is he sweating that much?
Let's talk about the game.
Yeah.
This game.
Let's get in. Power forward. All right. Power score? Whatever. Anyway.
Okay, Alba is somehow dead after the pause.
I don't know, bro. It doesn't make any sense. It's not intuitive, really. No, Lucio here.
Who's the biggest celebrity in your context?
That's been a pain point for an Extinction.
Sprite guy.
That first fight. And Vision is really, I mean, the entirety of Extinction forced out of the map there with the loss of that initial player.
And I think this will be really difficult for Extinction to kind of like battle through some of these like chokes areas, right? Especially now, kind of with this Kitsune rush, as you end up losing Vision. I mean, that's a large source of damage here. It's gonna be
wait, Chronic is on a heater right now.
As well as like you kind of just laid out over the point. Obviously, SSG getting the better of it.
So Hawk looking like a power forward out there, just slamming it down. Nicely done, hitting the alley-oop denies and getting buckets everywhere. And has a graviton surge ready, so can Kobe that across the map. You know what I'm saying? Sugafree also with a pulse bomb. That obviously represents a pretty powerful combination, but does not have to be used in that manner. Extinction have really been forced into weird corners of the map here in disengaging away from Space Station when they have their power play moments. Hitori, she's just getting sick of this. She wants to shove forward, but again, the damage that comes back her way.
Huge grab.
Yeah,
all right.
It's going to be a pulse bomb inside of it. Everybody just gets chewed up.
Okay, I mean, that's brutal. There's not really much coming back from that one. Extinction are having, I think, an issue just dealing with how much frontline damage is sort of in play and not taking enough attention away from Extinction CPS, for example, Space Station CPS.
Oh my vision. When did Vision get on Tracer? What?
Lip holding a sound barrier for Overwatch 3 at this stage. Doesn't really need to make use of it here, but Hawk is a little low.
Hawk's dead.
Might have hoped to catch the Zaya and LOS for a beat there, but Space Station not forcing the issue. It's a sim wall also.
Okay, nice sim push.
So find they're happy just to let go.
Well, I think they're actually kind of, assuming that Alba actually has
Nice boot from left.
sides, maybe saving beat for beat, not just using the beat to save Hawk. What they
Lenny got shit on by King.
Sound barrier at that moment at the start as Hawk will come back on the Doomfist here, trying to make a quick play for the point.
Now, sound barrier here. Alongside this annihilation, do give Extinction some angles to play from. Hawk on the Doomfist though.
How bored is Hawk? You could, yeah, I mean, you can just tell he playing like he bored. He's playing like he want to play Deadlock. Should we just get on right now, Hawk?
Sound barrier for that means that Hawk could probably stay in these fights a little bit longer. Kitsune Rush amazing for rotating those Doomfist cooldowns. And so this initial alpha damage being taken by Spacestation Gaming. They want to try and stave that off, and they get a Kitsune Rush in play probably for that throughput increase. Let CJ throw more of those Ophidah in. Space Station haven't quite found their way in yet, but Hawk wants to step up, take the fight. Immediately, though, runs into King, who's pretty charged.
I was going to say, though, Mitch, I mean, this can kind of start to go a little bit sideways here for SSG, right? It's taking a little bit of time. You're on this Doom, which isn't ideal, right? Potentially.
Wait, CJ's dead. Wait, SSG are going to lose. SSG are going to lose.
Portal tier 4 Extinction, so this is one that they can actually come back here and steal, which would be massive.
Back to the Mega for Hawk. Now realizing there's going to be a chase here, and this.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro.
You're gonna go to Zarya here for a final fight.
You calling off the map! Calling off the map! It's always off.
This is, I mean, this is SSG just fumbling.
V comes out from both teams. One team has a fucking Kiri rush onto the point. And King has a sim wall in the middle of point.
Overclock, but this sim was going to be a bit of an issue in terms of the win condition being met by the Sojourn. Vision, though, a lot of scrutiny. Sugar Free trying to get in there and keep the Sojourn with their head turned.
Bro, Hawk, I know you want to play Deadlock with me right now. Vixen takes the 50 months. Let's go, SSG. Wait, SSG are winning this. SSG are winning this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good round, Hawk.
And that is around, though, that, like, for Extinction in this type of series, they must win. Like, they are, you know, they battled back in that round, right? SSG is on a comp that doesn't exactly look great. Hawk going to the Doom a little bit. You know, post switching to the Zarya, looked like he was just doing it to get a touch because he's going to go back to Zarya now. And, you know, you get off to a pretty good start in that final fight and you're just not able to put it away. I mean, that's the difference between a series like this being close and competitive, like all throughout, right? Winning scenarios like
no, Hawk, I know you want to play Abrams, Wraith, Infernus. I know you want to play these characters right now.
Hawk's player title is sending me.
6v6 enthusiast.
He is like the most ardent 5v5
What's up, Zomba?
you've ever met. Like, I've had conversations with him that have gone for hours. He loves to talk about it. Just love it.
Great game today, Beast.
I love Dr. Hawk. It'd be, I feel like I haven't seen him in a while. It'd be great to see him in Stockholm.
He cares a lot about the game, you know, that's what I appreciate about him. He's always very clear that he's got passion. And good to see him back. The Doomfist, though, could probably be shelled for a little bit, though, Xander. You know what I'm saying? Either way, here we go. Onto the point goes Sugar Free. It's a Zaya bubble early on and a TP off the point for Extinction.
Beautiful TP from King. You know that's my best buddy, right?
I want to see them throw in, and it's King that seems to start this kind of
How is Scuff dead? Wait, how is Scuff dead?
Going to fall back. With Left being as low as he is, they need to take a moment. And Kodak's made the switch now over to the Freya map.
Yeah, but look at Hattori. She moves up and controls.
I actually never got eating boogers or biting your nails. I never got those two. Big whoop. I was dead.
Potentially could get Extinction the point here first.
Alpha's just been getting tracked by Hawk no matter which side of the wall he's on, and considering the position of Extinction, that's probably the one play you don't want to be losing at this point. Can't even interact with the Freya. That's the question Vision has to answer, and unfortunately there, it's not a satisfactory response from the Sojourn. And so Sugar-Free
What is that Freya skin? Wait, what? I've never seen that Freya skin before. What is that?
I mean,
What?
Sugar-Free, one of the better tracers in the world. Like when he's got to go, and he is so fun to watch and allow him to just kind of.
Oh, it's the new skin in shop.
But I mean, that's what I was worried about. You were talking about how good I know the damage dealers are potentially for Extinction and how that could be. Yeah, and just kind of making a fool of yourself, just shouting out just words that are associated with basketball.
Do I have to tap into that?
Because he's like
Space Station Gaming are gonna rush when they walk up to the point.
I was worried about Extinction's backline. Where
Then he's gonna stick the
you're
tank.
seeing, as the Tracer comes into play and SSG's ramping up the pace, that's starting to become apparent that they're targeting this Extinction backline pretty heavily.
They don't even need it. They're just all dead.
Health bars drop down. Hitori, there's nothing really she can do about this. Her entire backline cut out from under her, and so she needs to beat a quick and hasty retreat. Hawk now wants to force the issue a little bit, give Space Station Gaming a little bit of a buffer, and again, use this Zarya to punish any play through the choke.
All right, if I'm Hawk, I'm grabbing the top. No, he already pinged it. He already pinged it.
Saw the pulse bomb being used at the last time. You got a bowl shot now. You see, look at Let over the coming.
Just shoot it.
It's gonna be a TP straight to the point. So a nice job there by King & Co. Kind of getting out of the way of that trap. It's gonna be a sound barrier that.
Oh my god!
The damage comes in and then the pulse bomb.
Oh my god!
Through. Sugar-Free.
Let's calm down. That was all Hawk. Let's calm down. That was everyone knows that was all Hawk. I don't know why we're saying anything about Lenny. That was all Hawk. That was all Hawk. Relax.
Not ideal.
Maybe Scuff is hoping,
ideal.
so maybe they're rushing because Scuff wants the cooldown reduction to have another Suzu to answer the pulse bomb blowing up, right? But that's
KD save. KD save. You know you want to. KD save.
The beat comes in, and it's actually obviously mitigating a lot of damage early on. But like Hawk and Chronic putting down damage into that grab, and then the pulse bomb coming through is enough that the sound barrier is not.
Dude, I've not gotten any codes from Blizzard. Maybe I should join their content creator Discord. Is it about time?
Throughout all of that, somehow Extinction just in the next fight just comes back, flips the point. Like it's
Nah, I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah, like Hitori, I mean, she's got that annihilation in play.
No, because if they give me codes, I'll feel bad whenever I shit talk the game. But like, there's things about the game that needs to be changed.
Pull back towards the point a little bit. Fortunately,
go
Visually
forward.
King can fight for themselves. So Hitori essentially just makes a ton of space for the rest of
You
Extinction
are
to fight
special.
on their own to
Bad.
point is
Bad.
gonna get them close to being back even in this game. And Vision now wants to play the longest sideline because of this overclock.
Yeah, but think about the first round, man.
What are the things you want to change? Game is terrible when I lose. Game is okay when I win.
Be like tied here, right? Potentially even taking
It's very simple. It's very, very
It
simple.
looks like Sugar-Free get on the point here. He'll get a touch as TP from Extinction over to the side there, trying to catch some players off. But SSG has speed. They just kind of speed away from it.
I think they're looking for Chronic, but he's up on the high ground now in a pretty safe spot. However, a lot of damage being taken there by Hawk. So Kitsune Rush is going to be a prerequisite here. Hawk on the wrong
Oh my
side of the
Vision.
mantra as it appears, and Vision slides in, holding on to that overclock for a rainy day. It's time, though, to make it a deluge. Nice little passage of play from Extinction now with a real chance to take this round.
And they're going to have this Kitsune Rush here, and most likely...
Why is my SSG? No, we have Freya ult, Grav.
They're going to go fast here with that Kitsune Rush. They're going to get the Ramatra fighting
Yeah,
inside,
they
but it's
just.
gonna be the grab. Yeah, you'll have Chronic. He'll get on. He'll be able to get a touch here. Looks like you have two players. Oh, nice. Suzu actually prevents some of that bolo shot damage.
That's clutch. Chronic is hitting some unreal take aim shots here, though.
Wait.
Hitori, very, very low.
Wait.
Symbol in play. Chronic's got to step on the other side of it. It's not a safe place to be at all. Big damage.
Wait.
Drops below eye line and then gets back up. It's no
Wait.
player, and Hawk
Oh my God. We didn't get beat.
Chronic's alive somehow.
We need beat. We need beat.
And it will be the
First two rounds.
Oh my God.
Could have taken already, right? Like with the way the first round went, obviously they take round two. This one, obviously going to go down to the wire here, but this is one where, like I was talking about, where Extinction, maybe let that first round get away with you, and then all of a sudden now SSG takes the map because of it.
Oh my God.
Really nice job playing around King Simwall there, allowing.
Bro, should I just order food? This match might go the distance. I might just order food right now.
Strong as the Ramatra, so they tie it up.
I think I'm
We might have to
ready
feast for this beast of a game.
would be, because that is not Extinction winning the round because of an egregious throw. That sound barrier is, it doesn't matter. It's just, they're going to lose a round there anyway. It's a great push up for Extinction. They force a grab. They're still able to fight It's just excellent. And again, I'm just really impressed by what Vision's been able to do in some of these fights. The sim play also from King. Great walls over their previous game. Space Station are going to have to work for this. They are going to have to earn this.
Okay, Chronic.
She's been able to create so much space for this team. I mean, look at the point already.
No, Lep is dead. Lep, don't get nervous. I'm here.
Nemesis form pop by Hattori, so she's trying to just get a little bit more armor, a little bit more staying power on the objective.
Oh, dude, that is
Beautiful slow from Chronic.
Yeah, at that point, Extinction, pretty nowhere else to go. Very much
Chronic is a saving grace of this team right now.
No perk with the slowing of the disruptor shot. That's a fun perk, but you know, most slow gens are still very classic in their approach. The extra mobility plus the extra overclock capacity. That's a great fight there for SSG. Winning in the neutral with some great poke here from Chronic.
So I don't think Extinction will make any changes. I think they're going to try and just use this TP to get across and just kind of fight on.
How is Lenny back here?
Been their key, right? Just kind of, they were trying to avoid this Zarya circumvent. Yep, here's going to be the TP straight across. It's going to fight on the objective now. Get the sim kind of all set up with the TP, the turrets here on the point.
Lucio did. No, Chronic is doing everything.
Just is a problem for Extinction. They get themselves on the point and then TP off of it. They want to play at the longer sight line, but Space Station can still make use of this cover on the point, and they are no closer, Extinction, to their objective in winning this round.
No, they've been able to kind of like linger around here, though.
You have to let it linger. You have to.
Back in the fight, so everybody back at full strength.
Now those turrets tickling at Chronic now. It's going to be a Katsuna rush from
Huge rush. They got the point. Oh my goodness. And Vision kills Chronic. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is actually terrible.
Straight through the TP, very deep, and that is not something the SSG.
I mean, okay, honestly, it's not that bad because SSG didn't use any ults. It's really not that bad. SSG has every ult in the book. As long as they can make it through the rotation, we're good.
And now they've got some better sidelines to work with, at least to punish.
Extinction's going to need to figure out how to, you know, win this next fight or draw it out to get it closer to a tie game, right? Because double support ult grab overclock. I mean, SSG just has everything to work with. I think the only kind of benefit here for Extinction is like, yeah, can you kind of make it costly in terms of HP pool, just kind of getting closer to the point, right? Not a ton of mobility.
Nah, there's no way it left Ajax again. Like Ajax once. Okay, Ajax 2 times.
Turrets right away.
Happen.
Here's that sim all in play. That's something Hawk has to respect. Going to try and grab it in the middle
Well,
and hope there's enough damage on either side. She just pops the annihilation. Easy done. Today is a Katsuna rush that goes for nothing. Soundberry at least
wait, Chronic?
maintained by left, but Space Station need Chronic here to find some key picks. They're being low
Chronic?
for the most part. Well, Extinction were staying safe until King caught a wayward overclock shot. Now Soundberry though comes.
Lenny's dead!
Backpacking in the loose store. My girl says she needs some shit too. I hit the ore. I'm feeling the night.
Alba's going to end up using his as well. You're going to have an advantage here in terms of.
Oh my Chronic. No, Chronic actually cannot do more.
They lose Alba and they're going to end up dropping.
Chronic legit cannot do more.
Trying to fight close, at least buy some time for their Lucio to get back in the.
Who is this guy on?
Now over to the far.
Yeah, this is an interesting look, and of course there is an element of risk by playing this against the Sojo, but it's the same we've seen over in the EU at times. Space Station Gaming, though, still have to answer the question of how they unravel the Ramatra and take this point control.
No, I know he's good at farm, but like
easier to deal with this Pharah, right? I know being able to just kind of like burn a few rails right directly into the Pharah as they're trying to put some pressure on the Hawk.
So far, trying to burn bubbles on Messiah, but
Get free shit, Chronic.
oh my god.
Backpacking in the loose
Oh my
store.
god.
Girl says she needs
Oh
some
my
shit
god.
too. I hit the ore. I'm feeling the night.
Better team by far on this particular round. Space Station Gaming looking.
Oh my god. Vision trolled. Vision trolled.
How is he hanging on? This is ridiculous.
Vision trolled.
He pushes up, gets rid of Albert, and just as it looked like
Heat check, heat check, heat check.
finds an insane sequence of kills.
I mean, they're never able to deal with that Pharah. Sugar Free, just the damage over time. It'll just kind of pump it out, and then just that the situation there. While Vision with like.
How is Scuff dead?
6-star, now you've lost Scuff. So it's gonna buy some even more time here.
It's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. Extinction choked, Extinction choked, Extinction choked.
Take a brief moment of visibility, and now Hawk finds one as well.
It's too good in some.
Kind of bullying them back to
Get
spawn.
free shit, Fanny Star. Yeah, brought her back.
They choked.
Backpacking in the loose store. My girl says she needs some shit too. I hit the ore. I'm feeling the night.
Hawk confident, pushing up. Katsuna rush in the base of Extinction now. This is what Extinction tried to do to Space Station Gaming in the previous round.
But if King can get a touch, you're gonna hit double support.
They're gonna grab. It's cooked. They choked.
You're gonna lose the Tori that's here.
We love to see this. We love to see this.
Yeah, the grab is just big from Hawk. The timing of it is perfect now. It's going to force Extinction to be staggered for the entirety of this contest. And just as it looked as though they were about to win the round, Hawk finds multiple kills and puts Space Station Gaming back in the map. It was harder for them than
Actual choke of a lifetime, bro. Extinction could have won the first point and the third point. Actual choke of a lifetime. Oh my god.
This is a competitive first map.
I mean, just a wild first map between these two.
Look,
teams.
everyone knows Conte's Mickey Mouse. SSG's gonna 3-0 from the rest of it. Look at this. Look at this. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Certainly, we can definitely put up a fight.
I mean, some of these individuals on the side of SSG, though, kind of blowing my mind. 16k damage from Chronic, almost 20 from Hawk, playing super aggressively. And something I liked about Hawk is that he took the perk that on right clicks it sort of gives you some charge. So he was actually good maintaining like a good average level of charge, like at least 40 in between fights when normally you lose much of that energy. He was able to stay pretty topped up and basically always be hitting very, very hard. That's a nice look here, but man, it was a little closer, I think, than SSG would have liked it to have been, Matt.
Oh, without question. I mean, if you're SSG, I mean, you see here, yep, the pulse bomb comes in. I mean, just absolutely.
I'll be honest, the player of the match is either Hawk or Chronic.
A little bit of a 5K there from Sugar Free, but this is much closer than I think SSG would have expected or wanted to see, right? Extinction obviously comes out, plays pretty strong here early on. So now an Extinction map pick, like, I mean, dude, there's also a world where Extinction wins this first map, right? You kind of think about how that first round.
How am I an actual hater? Are you even watching the game, you plat idiot?
They end up taking round number 2. Could
Yes, I mean that.
be a closer series than I think any of us could have imagined.
And I think it was Extinction getting 3-1 by Sakura that may be a little questionable on this team, right?
No, I'm tired of these plat players acting like they're right.
You know, fighting for 3-3 at this point. And at that point, I'm like, okay, we might have ourselves a game here. But
No, I'm just kidding.
I think that result caused me to maybe underrate them a little bit.
I thought you were Superman.
So far, I've been impressed that I did.
Sometimes the symbiote takes over, man.
Their DPS to really pave the way, but you know, it was a bit half-hearted. I was like, yeah, if they're going to find edges, it's going to be there. Not necessarily that I expected it to.
So what on plat?
Certainly
There's
not
nothing
so
wrong with it.
early in this series. All I can hope for now is that the rest of these maps remain as competitive as Control was, because Extinction's fundamentals are very, very good.
Yes, completely agree, right? I think fundamentals there for
The chlorine in 3 months.
Get free shit, funny stuff. Brought a backpacking in the Louis store. Girl said she needs some shit too. I hit the door. I'm still in the night.
Pretty big damage disparity between those two heroes in general. But like Extinction,
Here we go.
Good about how they played.
WoW donated $5. Okay, we may be plat, but who went to Saudi? Oh, that's right, not you.
Thanks for the $5, pussy.
Yeah, I think it's worth, you know, looking a little bit.
I'm gonna be wiping my ass with them $5.
May well be here. Hawks Zarya is probably something that needs to be examined, right? I think that was very difficult for Extinction to deal with. I just think if you're able to, it is a 3-rounder, right? But if you're able to put out 20k damage on that Zarya, and much of that unmitigated, right? Or the Ramatras just sort of soaking it, that's definitely pretty scary. I'm enjoying the Vision Chronic matchup. I think that's actually a really solid head-to-head in terms of hit scam.
Energy or Fnatic, Energy is winning it.
I will be tracking over the course of the rest of this series. Now, of course, Cargo's here, folks, with a special delivery. You can win yourself a trip to the OWCS World Finals at DreamHack, delivered by DHL. All we're asking you to do is predict...
Dude, Mr. Matt or Mr. X is actually looking like he's sweating bullets. What's going on over there? Maybe he got like some skincare on or something? I don't know.
And this is how Matt makes his money. Sometimes it's not about being right. It's just about opening your mouth and giving your opinion. That's all you have to do on this. So
that AC dead? That's all I was thinking.
OWCS, put your preds in to give yourself a chance to win. We're all going to be out there in DreamHack. It's going to be a great time, and you don't want to miss it if you have the chance.
Real ones, though. Mitch is right, like twice a year. You know, or like, you know, the series is 2-1 or 2-0. He's like, oh, I think the team that's up is going to win. Big ball prediction there from like Mitch Leslie.
Yeah, look, sometimes you need the garbage time predictions, and you also need the slightly spicier ones.
What is your shirt today? I just realized. What is that? It's supposed to be like some kind of like artistic, you know, design type of thing.
I don't know. I actually don't know what it is.
It's just a bunch of lines.
I just was like, I can't put a plain t-shirt on because like the contract I signed with the devil.
What? What am my casters talking about? What?
Time I get on camera.
What?
Like, I just opened my closet and I was like, yeah. I haven't bought. I need
what?
I don't know what I'm working with here.
Yeah, you open your closet and was like, you know,
How did we get from a contract to the devil to a
least
closet?
aggressive thing I own? And you're like, you
This
pull
might
out
be
that
it.
shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is all like grays and stuff like that. I think that's what makes it so noticeable. Is it's not just completely egregious. But here we are. I'm wearing it. It's a little egregious, but that's for me an improvement.
Take notes on the downtime talk. You want me to talk about how I signed a contract to the devil and what's inside of my closet?
Because so far, they've got game.
And I think this is interesting because you go to this map. Is there really Zarya here? Right?
Anything better than you on your phone? I'm not even on my phone.
Yeah, you're gonna see like
Real breezy thinks in 2 months.
What's
What's up, man?
Brought a backpacking in the Louis store. My girl says she needs some shit too. I hit the euro.
Would you rather get called an idiot or a moron?
Like in your back line, something along those lines. Then SSG, they get rid of the tracer, but this is a map that you would expect, Sugar Free to be able to play some type of like Genji on, for instance.
I feel like when you get called a moron, it's like damn. But idiot, it's like it can be seen as playful. Moron is like Jesus.
Yeah, maybe SSG are hoping to leverage what they think could be a Genji gap here. Also, this is the kind of map where you can play Sim and also like not necessarily work the Genji neither. Reaper, I guess, is something worth pointing out. Sugar Free's played so much Reaper, recently. And that's obviously something that you can sort of look at in the ban strategy. Hawk's been playing a lot of Diva over the course of his career, so definitely going to find himself comfortable here. And against Hitori's Winston, there's a lot of edges that Diva can take in that matchup in the head-to-head. And the Chronic Hanzo, show me what you got.
What is that comp? SSG, like, they win one map and they're just like, these guys are complete bums. And watch, they're gonna get first point capped instantly and they're gonna swap to a tryhard comp. Watch.
And for Extinction, I mean, look, playing the Ana Brig backline, right? That's kind of like a historical pick, especially with a Winston. We'll see what Vision and King decide to do, right? I assume this TP might just be a TP go across, but you see actually early on, they may not actually wanted to take that right away because there was a Sonic that came through from Chronic, so potentially trying to not have anybody be picked off as they gotta go across. But we'll have a Hanzo mirror here, but King will play that Genji. So we talked about with the Tracer gone, he most certainly could do it. We thought Sugar Free would play the Genji potentially, but with the Hitori going,
He not playing Genji.
Winston, she trying to get some of that high ground control. Sugar Free gonna try and blow her up with the Reaper.
I think both of these DPS are far more committal right now than Tracer is, especially because all of Tracer's perks basically exist to give her an infinite number of blinks right now. Both Sugar Free and King have to wager something if they want to gain value in these fights. They have to get aggressive and take some of these risks. Right now, King is hardly big. Okay, that is pretty nice. Bionode comes in over the top.
Oh my god, they're all one.
That is quickly going to send Space Station Gaming scurrying. It's getting harder and harder for them to maintain this high ground position.
Bro, what is Lenny doing, man?
Kind of flower. There'll be a lot of control here on this high ground for Extinction.
Oh my god. His 8 is 90 to 10%, bro. It don't matter. Marcy in 6 months. Winter Titans is 7 or tier 1 for 7 months. Thanks for 3 months in advance. 7 months of you felt like the warmth of the sun on a winter day, my king? No, that was heartwarming. That was actually heartwarming.
Sort of slice of the pie, real estate wise, is pretty limited, but
Nano Winter!
Timely moment, but Hitori can still be burst out. She has to be careful and playing this high ground pretty safely, waiting for a top up. And
wait, how is CJ dead?
Duration, but it kept her alive.
Watch. After this first point cap, watch them swap to a real comp. Watch. Watch.
Into their comms that they take this first checkpoint.
Support ult's really sick.
Yeah, King, stick hard,
I got it, yeah. Okay.
It's fine.
Support ult's really sick.
Nah, they do have ults.
Yeah,
I rally for their beats, okay? I rally for their beats.
Come spaceship, I cover you, come spaceship. Shoot this diva. No medfix. Intake. I got boot down, Alba, I can be up. I got boot down. I'm fighting with you, Alba. Oh, I can walk Mega again,
Yeah, they Sonic
no one's on cart right now.
Diva top. Someone go cast.
I want to play with Blade, I can't.
Okay,
What? Why is my pick on cards?
Can you walk out? Beep. I can catch the Blade if we live.
I'm not healing anymore. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm dead.
It's all okay.
Yeah, they used 4 ults.
So much of the game plan from here on out for Space Station is going to be to push up and get in Vision's face, thereby also leaving Chronic with a lot of space to work with. You can see a couple headshots off the backside of that fight for the Hanzo. Still a pretty favorable look. Extinction can play the
Bro,
same
we
way,
see the
but strategy
mythic.
for them, they can
We
use
see the mythic, man. We see it.
exactly that same look is pressure Chronic down. Take Hanzo's incredible damage potential off the map early.
I'm worried now for Extinction, like how you gonna get control of Shuttle, right? SSG is now set up, kind of controlling some of this high ground, like you mentioned, trying to like block Vision in from getting in and getting great
Thanos.
signs, and maybe it's King with this blade.
Couple deep flicks there. Sound barrier comes out in response. King happy enough, I think, to have forced that ultimate out because he still has the high ground position. And he's paved the way for Hitori to set
How is Lenny dead? Report that guy. Report that guy. That's a good blade. You got out beat and you lived and you gave your team space on the map. That's a good blade. Don't stay in plat.
Extinction once again surging up into this shuttle phase, pressuring as Skirmish gets a couple of shots into Chronic, forcing the Hanzo onto a safer line.
Then it went in.
For Hitori, yeah, she gets the benefits of the nano boost here, going over towards that high ground.
We need a Wu Ying ult, CJ.
You may end up actually losing a few players here. CJ actually just kind of has to double back to the spawn there with Lep, and just like that, that's second checkpoint.
We are all excited for the Leonard W. I am not. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm tired of this ego bump. Like, why are we on Reaper? Just go, Genji.
Now, we have a very healthy time bank for Extinction to look to finish the map.
Yes, I mean, dude, above 3 minutes, pretty good amount of time. You'll have a rally.
Super, you know I'm coming up on deadlock, right?
They have done a nice job kind of putting...
I think SSG needs you on Reaper, I'll be honest.
I mean, after the first map, I was like, oh, yeah, maybe we'll get a close series, right? But you kind of never know as we move into some of these other game modes. But Extinction most certainly showing that they can hang with SSG right now.
No, Vision kills one here.
Walk up on the corner. Here's that dragon strike now, probably emerging from that right side room.
I saw you play deadlock. You may need to hit the lab. No, I'm nice. I'm nice.
They've got to retake that now.
I just needed to retire the holiday. I'm nice on raid.
For a moment, there's actually a lot of action going on up there as Vision is about to discover, or perhaps that's why he's looking up here like this.
My type of primal. Oh my goodness, my type of primal.
Primal rage. You've got to respect the knockback potential. And there's a lot of it here between the Wu Yong and the Lucio, but Tori mostly.
Marcelian is 15 months.
Dives deep, disrupts those backliners and returns to the objective.
Well, it also allows her teammates to get 2 pretty easy kills while she's kind of sections off the supports of SSG, continuing to kind of
okay, I'm not kidding. I don't like what I'm seeing out of SSG. I really don't like what I'm seeing at all. Are we trolling? Are we not even trying to win this game?
Much to see. Apparently his Vision just collapsed that we
No, I mean, how is it? How is Vision getting a 4K like this on us? Why are we banning Tracer? They just capped with 2 minutes. Oh my god.
Is a pretty good amount of time, so this is a fantastic start. I mean, can you imagine like Extinction takes this? You kind of look at this.
Do I need a message, Lenny? Do I need to tell him to log in?
On SSG, I don't think anyone would have predicted that.
No, Hanzo is broken, but then again, we are paid players here.
Offensive side, so they finished Gibraltar with 219 in the time bank. Taking a look at some of the stats, Mitch. Not even a lot of kills kind of happening on the SSG.
Okay, you can't even blame Lenny. He has 6 kills. How can you blame Lenny?
Really about it.
Oh my god.
I mean, they get bundled out of that part of the map pretty quickly, I think, is, you know, Hawk ends up being quite deep, trying to run away, and then there's just a Primal Rage that forces Space Station out of that part of the map. Really nice Winston play from Hitori, by the way. She's been really generating.
Why did they ban Tracer?
Extinction squad and Vision's Hans has been excellent.
See, the thing is, I know Hawk is getting rid of this match early so he can play Deadlock with me. I know that's his game. I know that's his game.
The other Shimada brother is Extinction.
He wants to break boxes. He wants to lane with me, and it's just obvious.
So we'll see on defense here. They'll play basically the same thing here. Extinction. We'll see if SSG, if there's going to be some changes. It looks like right now, kind of maybe hovering some, but we do not know until the spawn door opens up. It looks like Hawk, though, going to kind of consistently stay with this Diva, which I actually would say is a pretty good pick, right? Being able to kind of like eat some of those bio grenades, kind of duel that Winston head
Who I play on Deadlock? I first played Holiday only, and then I started realizing I'm not a Holiday player. And then I started playing more of the M1 characters, and I've been pretty good. Wraith has been really fun. I think I might get the Balatro mod. No, back to the game. No, I'm not trying. I've not tried 7. I wanted to. Fuck, what was that character's name? I wanted to play Ivy, but I think they got nerfed the moment I started playing.
I mean, now it's gonna kind of give SSG some of this.
Yeah, I'll try Dormant. I'll try Dormant. Dormant look cool.
Under the underpass.
PG Lash? No, I think Lash is just not that cool of a character.
If you kind of get dove on,
It's just broken.
Hittori's staying a little bit too long. Maybe you're able to punish, with the Cassidy.
DP across the server room. Space Station serious about canvassing this part of the map with their influence. Deflect there, flash.
No, Vision is just.
By the feet of King, and this is Vision picking.
Is this the King of Hanzo?
Defense matrix. He probably felt like Hawk had him covered. That's not the case at all.
Well,
now Space Station trying to chase
the Lash.
But those stragglers are contesting the car to make it costly. Now setting up a bunker in this underpass.
Yeah, I was going to say, Vision makes down to the health pack. What I was talking about with the benefits of CJ playing the map and the immortality field kind of used, and it doesn't really result.
Okay, I'm getting hard. It's really getting hard to believe SSG is actually trying. It's getting hard to believe SSG is actually trying.
Losing his life, but that's going to result in a few kills.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. Absolutely. 2 players doused by that anti-heal, and Hittori is going to flatten CJ in that little corner. This is solid. Good defense so far. It's been very hard for SSG to actually get this car moving. And a fantastic fallback off the high ground for Extinction to set up a little bunker there. Eventually, Hittori goes down. In the absence of the Winston here for the next...
How did Hawk kill 2 people? All right.
Extinction. They're going to have to give some ground.
Yeah, so see if... You're going to have another fight here, though, for Extinction. You're going to have Rally here to work with. Primal, so a lot of stuff that could potentially stall this out as you'll have a Dragon here to kind of split the point as well.
Hawk here just wants to keep this mech and has a remake opportunity to
What the fuck?
What? It's a dangerous spot to be with the Deadeye, and King utterly disrespects it. In with the blade he goes. Hittori with the Primal Rage. And between the two of them, they put...
I'm not impressed. I'm really not impressed. I'm not impressed at all.
Checkpoint. Close Space Station, but no cigar.
Hawk is going to have to run all the way off, jump off the map, right? You're going to have...
How is this my fault? No, we can't be blaming all the SCG losses on a guy who's just watching the game.
I guess the bad part here for Extinction is you ended up using a significant portion of your ultimate saved up, but Scuffed able to get a nano, right? No, nano.
No, I'm seeing a lot of love PGs in chat. I just...
situation.
It warms my heart, honestly.
The sound barrier needs to be good from left, but still, with the time bank that Extinction has, any type of hold here, past this moment.
I think it's me when I watch them shit the bed. Honestly, Super, it might be you, man. It might be you.
Extinction are holding SSG at bay for the time being. That Lucio, though, that gets a little bit harder. The sharp edge begins.
All right, never mind. We're good.
The mortality field, very good placement there for CJ. Means the Space Station can scrap.
You forced half of SSG to carry you in Deadlock instead of grinding. Dude, the only person that's been playing Deadlock with me is literally Jamal and Hawk. And Jamal doesn't even play competitive anymore.
If you are Extinction, King now going away from Genji over to Venture.
What do you want me to do? Hawk is on Deadlock sending me an invite with a Breaking Bad PFP of Walter White.
You in one fight get high ground.
If I'm supposed to say no?
Like very close to OT, just off of the basis of that. So we'll see how they go about doing this.
This Venture is always going to be a problem. Scary for Sim to play against this. Often was used in Malga shells against those squishier DPSs. There's Vision. Speaking of squishy DPSs, Cassidy is not one of them, and yet Vision's headshot accounts for him comfortably. Very
okay, Vision is actually on a heater right now.
Don't have the shuttle control.
Let's shut him down, maybe. Let's counter him with a Genji.
Also, look where Hawk is. There's not a great way to kind of get.
I did not do this last time with Valorant. You know, Lenny had a 1-week boot camp in Korea.
Yeah, and if he gets staggered out here, right? You don't have to, he's gonna have to use self-destruct into this
big
situation.
bomb.
Oh, it actually looks like there's potentially a boot from Lep on that other side. Lep ends up using the sound barrier here. That actually kind of pushes people back in the line of sight. I believe it was Scuffed in that situation in the line of sight of the self-destruct.
Such a sick improvisation there for Space Station, turning a really weak situation into one that they can capitalize on.
Nah, I think that's you're chilling though.
Effect of the blast, and all of a sudden, Hawk was in position to tear the rest of them down. Nice looks, and still 1 minute 45 on the clock. That high ground for Vision, that's, you expect that running into a Hanzo comp here, but there needs to be a good enough strategy to take care of it. Can you TP up there? Yes.
Get a window going here.
There's no sightline for the Hanzo to fight up there.
Let's flip the map with the TP window.
Primal Rage now, she is low and eventually does go for it now. It's going to be tough though to protect your teammates. A nice grenade there, catches on Hittori. She can't really dive nearly as deep as she would have liked.
Yeah, but I think this is fine though, right? You're just trying to burn clock. I don't think she needs to dive in and like come up with like.
Flip the map with a TP window. I need it. I need to see it. I need to see it.
Some space, get them some high ground control yet again as now you put in a situation for Extinction where one.
Okay, not really doing much. Extinction maybe gonna rally push or.
Even win the map off of that.
No, I think they're gonna rally the window.
Tech shock at the ready for King.
Not sure what Venture does here at all.
and counting remaining in the round for Space Station. It's been labored. It's been slow progress across the map against Scuff's going to be the first casualty. That bodes well for SSG.
All right, Chronic is dead again. King is trying to get value out of the Ventral. I'm not seeing any value out of it.
Hitori's able to take that elimination. It's now 4 versus 4. Hawk has a remake opportunity. Now the symbol comes down for Sugar Free, and King wants to dive past it. He is the perfect hero to circumvent that defensive ability. And now we'll simply clear the TP and maybe even draw some people back in the direction of.
All right, SG win.
It's kind of tough eventually to get involved in the fight properly from here. Really only has that verticality on a long-ish corner.
Wait.
Still get CJ on the way out though. Not too
Wait. Wait. No one can touch.
I mean, not able to get back over there towards the cart as the Scuff actually hit that bio on the CJ like long.
No, I'm not convinced Venture is a good hero here. How is he? What?
Comes out of nowhere, takes out Sugar Free. But
how is Venture getting one here?
Here for Extinction, right? You kind of did your job.
Noted, Extinction 2 have 2 minutes on the clock here. Sim has match Lenny on Sim. We are in a Sim mirror.
Such that SSG winning the map is severely in question at this point. It's Sojo now for Chronic. Some longer sight lines now as SSG no longer really have a strategy that centers around closing the gap.
Basically, the 5 used it. I swear our notifications are really way louder today.
A remake always possible, but Chronic simply TP.
It wasn't even that loud, relax. It wasn't even that loud. It wasn't even that loud.
Yeah, so, I mean, you get the cards to the corner, but Extinction, right? I think you kind of use this nano on a Hitori. You send her into that back line, right? There's no...
It wasn't even that loud.
Thinks he can freely go to that high ground, and that is most certainly not the case. Let's see if he's actually able to make it out. So has to burn the self-destruct. That'll be the primal rage from Hitori. Just trying to displace players here on SSG.
Oh my god, SSG is going to lose this map. Oh my god!
In play, who's also giving Inspire healing over the Winston constantly, and now that will not be stopped. Raid boss Brig into the back line, and Space Station frankly don't have a retort. Now they're down to 10.
Oh my god, Hawk is D-Max. Oh, now Lenny goes Genji. No, he just dashed out of spawn to go Venture.
To fight for this round, and Hawk knows it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
They will end up giving up the point here.
I can't keep defending this team. I can't keep defending this team. I can't. I really can't.
This series much closer.
Can we start trying? Can we start trying?
Comes all the way down to the wire, and then
dude, oh no.
This team is legit. Decisive Extinction showing us some fantastic looks over Gibraltar. And I feel like I sold Hitori short on just how important she was going to be.
Maldo 1738 cheers. X100. This is the extinction of SSG, because they are not the king of Na and their vision on the game is scuffed. Hitori and Alba.
At this point, Chronic can't really match that impact.
That was. Let's just stick to setting 7 TV emotes. Marks the spotting is too much and not blossoming to the 8 months.
Fundamentals now backed up by strong individual flair on the side of Extinction.
That is not stop sending heat. That was not heat.
As we take a look at some of the highlights here, where Extinction able to kind of highlight this like Winston break on a combination, right?
I think I lowered it.
With really good success. We saw a lot of big bio grenades from Scuffed kind of come on in. Hitori get lots of value out of her.
Why is Lenny on never on Tracer? They actually banned Tracer. I think SSG were feeling so full of themselves they banned Tracer for 0 reason. Why did they ban Tracer? Nobody knows.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I can't even get Hanzo Genji in like an Unabrick Winston shell from Extinction, and it looks so damn good. Situations like this, the Brig looked like she was isolated in that position there, but look at Alba just charge forward, ready to go past that amplification matrix. That's a decision, by the way, that is kind of hard to make because your first reaction
Footlover donated $5. SSG, 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 SSG.
Thank you, Footlover. Thank you. Protect Tracer for the rest of the series? No, it doesn't. I think Extinction can still ban Tracer.
Like ex-Overwatch League players, like years and years and years and years and years of Overwatch experience is up. It's like 20 years of like competitive Overwatch experience, maybe. And they are giving as good as they get. Now, I don't want to undersell King contribution to that era of Overwatch.
Sugar Bum when Tracer is banned. Sugar Bum. SSG gonna ban Hitori. Extinction gonna ban Lenny. SSG dropping a map against a non-top 4 team is Oh, thank you, Sugar. Never mind, it ended.
Then,
What? This is so funny.
SSG on defense. And Mitch, like, this is an SSG team that comes into this series. Like, they've only lost like 4 maps total, right?
Yeah.
It's not a team that's like, you know, kind of dropping maps to just to like everybody. Like, they're very, very good. And they almost lose map 1.
Read your own chat. All right, let me read it.
Number 2, right? So this is a series that obviously Extinction came in very prepped for, and maybe
What's this?
you know, overlook them a little bit.
I mean, SSG are not dropping maps.
This is actually how it is when you lose a single map. When you lose a game, this is exactly how the fans treat you. This is actually how they treat you.
So I mean, I'm just trying to express that this is abnormal. It's I think Extinction really playing up to their level.
But when you win, it's like you get all the glades ever. When you lose, it's like you're the worst thing to ever grace the earth.
There's nothing we're pointing at like, oh, that was okay. It was an Ajax in pointless junk time at the end of the first round of the first map or whatever. But in general, this is the punching up I was asking for in that Sakura game, honestly, or at least from that team in general. So Ramatra ban against Hitori.
Look, OWC said more like 6-7 years. Wingstop Fire Giant. Awesome. Trinity into 5 months.
Play with double Lucio, right? It becomes a little bit odd, right? I mean,
You was getting glazed when you won with 22 deads. I don't think I was. I'll be honest. I don't think I was.
You can play like on a brig with the Winston yet again, right? I don't.
You know how much ore that is? Dying 22 times and still winning, hitting a game-winning clutch.
Right? But that's a pathway here.
Yeah, you can like try.
Any decent matches? Last match was pretty good.
On that attack side, maybe like a slower attack setup with Ana Brig, I think is pretty reasonable. There's also the question. It looks like Space Station like to work their Wuyong into a lot of their compositions. It hasn't looked as.
All right, let's calm down. Let's not spread hate.
Right, and obviously it's not a great option at all. Gibraltar's the kind of map that really warps, I think, a lot of what the favorable conditions are for a lot of our meta heroes right now. So I won't call the result an outlier, but it is the kind of map that.
I was in the chat fighting for my life defending you. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Hatter Patter. I needed that.
So expect to see more of a return to normality on King's Row, even with Ramatra unavailable.
Yeah, it's like, okay, Ramatra is not available for Hitori. She played that.
Zarya mirror.
Yeah, do you get into a Zarya mirror?
I was leading the hate against you. No. Let's not spread hate. You perma flaming Lenny all game. This guy is too confident. Why is he on Reaper?
Felt like, you know, obviously SSG using Zarya Reaper to great effect here at the moment. You know, during this
GK vs Liquid was a good ass match.
Back on which, obviously, if you go with the Reaper, there's not a real great case to play the Winston if you're like Extinction.
Not. I was half expecting almost. I mean, defense side Winston here is not the T. Honestly, it's not great, but I was half expecting Winston from Extinction. So Hitori.
Flashing in 7 months.
Now, Happens kind of slipped out of vogue here, right? When teams are looking for like a more mobile.
Is the alert good now? Is it too loud still, or we're good? Monkey D both things a year. How they get them? They've been pretty good. First game was a 3-0 Overwatch. Still pretty entertaining. This second match was good. This match has been.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what this match has been.
Kind of plays, right? Where like.
I'm about to close Preds.
Like quite difficult to kind of like stand there toe to toe and trade damage, especially with the Reaper on the other side. I mean, you're comboing this with like a like there's tons of damage output there. There's like a lot of healing. So
maybe they're really adamant about playing this Reaper, but
it could be very difficult for it
I don't know.
Live.
And we have the Freya here for Chronic. So Reaper Freya. Obviously, Lep showing us just how annoying this constant poke for a Wuyong.
Are they all swapping? What the fuck?
Switch up. Kiri, Rig, and a Cassidy Sim, and a change of main tank as well, I think. Change of tank, rather.
They just full comp swapped.
Okay, so Hog will end up going over and playing Diva, where I think, look,
we're down a minute.
Right,
we're down a minute.
You see them kind of trying to move through the choke, right? It's going to have to be like a TP, maybe. It looks like they were trying to set it for like a TP to the high ground, and then actually decided just kind of like go away from it. Now they kind of TP, and they're trying to chase potentially Hitori up here. It's actually a nice jagged wall, like split talk off on the rest of the side. He takes a ton of damage.
I think they almost got Hawk for that. I mean, it's
2 minutes. We're down 2 minutes.
Hold on. TP across the way here now for Sugar Freeze. Yeah, they're trying to chase down Scuff, that backline in general. I mean, Vision has to go. There's no doubt about it. Instead, though, it's an ambulance call for Space Station. Hawk left, Chronic all flattened as they try and take the fight over towards that stairwell. They've got the mobility of the Sim, but Extinction were ready for them.
Well, an Extinction can also just kind of get out of dodge, right? And then you also have like the damage coming down from the support line here.
All right, now Lenny's on Tracer. We have a real game now. We have a real game now.
So this could definitely, because also like SSG, you imagine this comp match, it's going to take a little bit for things to develop as well now Sugar Free off of the sim over to the Tracer, right? You're really reliant on him to kind of like, open.
No, I know. If I was here, I would go Widow and kill everybody. Like, come on, that's obvious.
Already, we worked our way in, and that's the map, of course, with that lack of lateral mobility snapped up by Chronic. Hawk, I think, trying to get up to the high ground and was diverted by some effect. Knocks back down.
Why did the team split the map? Our defensive position is heavily favored. The high ground on first point is really good. You take the high ground away from the energy and you force them on lower ground. It's pretty good.
Look like a deer in the headlights, very, very low. And King is more than happy to step up and take that trade. What is going on with SSG?
What is going on?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Uber. What is going on with SSG? Is this my team? Mingo thinks so.
Trying no positioning here around that central pillar, but Victoria, she's controlled that position the entire time. Also controlled that high ground on that left-hand side, and like, yeah, you may get like.
Can we get a comp check on SSG? Is everybody in the VC?
One big dumb fight from both sides, and that's about it. I mean, it's been really slow.
And exactly, that's the problem, I think, if you're trying to finish the map quickly.
The title blast, I think the title blast goes on to, don't actually see, either goes to Victoria or to King, and they're not actually able to make it up to the high ground there. As this is a really weird position.
Oh my God, Hawk is too big! Hawk is too big!
She's still living, bro. She's spurred more clock here, virtually.
Yeah, but like it's not a spot you want to be with your Wu Young Hazard, like basically in the spawn. Even with all of that being said, they get it below a minute here, and they hold
below a minute is crazy.
And Alba makes a change, so Extinction doing a decent job on defense thus far. Let's do a listen in here with SSG to see if they can pick it up.
All right, thank God.
You can go whatever me.
How's it right?
I can touch point left. You can go take an angle with 20.
Yeah, I'm going top. Hazard half. He's out.
How's already?
On the main.
I'll get out. On the main. I'm break. 2 right side. How's Trey?
Push card.
Wait, so you're telling me these guys are actually drawing?
Lenny, I can ult you in from right side. You want?
Yeah. Break. Your window. Up half.
You ready?
Wait, why does Lenny sound like he just woke up?
Has no wall. Hit me again. Go. Hit me. Walk forward. Walk. Turn. Back top. Back one top. You can break. Has on me. Has on your back now.
You gonna respond to Hawk?
I'm with you. I'm with you. Look at it. Has one behind. Turn house. Has one. Kill us.
Bring in library.
Alright.
Alright, I'll let you push and get your ult. You get mine. So window has. I didn't see pulse. Are they dragon? Hey, dragon first point.
They saw a dragon.
Like they have no ults, we can tip with them. Just dragon.
What a weird and scrappy map this has been so far.
Right?
Spacestation looked generally in disarray, like on that first point. That fight's.
I know, Uber. I know. 2 pans in 11 months.
Combo, but
That's a great Balatro Joker.
Yeah, now you're seeing Extinction go to a Zarya Curie break back like setup. Still playing that Hanzo Tracer DPS duo, which has actually been quite well for them throughout this. But King in a rough spot here. That's going to be recall. Has to try and get back to safety to the rest of the squad, which he will.
I think the final
Victoria on Zarya.
Matchup is a Zarya mirror, but we'll see if we end up getting that. There is a
Oh my God, Hawk's getting shredded.
Yeah, Extinction very low, and King eventually going to be dragged down. Looks like it's just those water droplets thrown in there by Lep. Dragon Strike here tries to clear the room, and it works. At least gives a little bit of space into Extinction to try and fight from. They're going to rally and play out.
Oh my God.
Bash on Hawk, who voluntarily ejects from mech just to try and.
Nah, all right. SSG are good. SSG are good.
Victoria and Alpha try and step up the contest and are taken down. Scuffed, of course.
They're chilling. They're chilling.
Will be the last to fall, and so SSG solid push through the map. It's like I said, it's been much faster progress since that first point.
Okay, so now you'll end up with a Zarya head-to-head.
No way I get 8 ads. Get a real job. Sorry, man.
Right, we've talked about that for a while. Yep. Okay, so now you're gonna have Alba switch over and play the Wuyong. So almost a mirror matchup, except for Vision, who's gonna continue to play that Hanzo. A little bit more like one-shot pick potential as Chronic gonna opt for the Freya. A little bit more high ground.
Okay, Scuff has a Curio here. If we're SSG, we need to kite this. We need to kite this, or we need to get a miracle pick.
Someone who seems to be able to still know how to
Okay, Hawk is saving his bubbles for the Kyriel. Nice. Let's
dropped in there, catches up Scuff.
Nice.
And Esitori back.
Yeah, no, SSG is good. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Either way, it doesn't take long for Space Station Gaming to fight into the Kitsune rush with ultimates of their own.
Well, Tori, she's trying to play aggressive right when they have the rush rolling here for Extinction, but you know, not able to find anything. The Tidal Blast comes in there.
Actually, perma chilling now.
Space Station Gaming.
About time they started trying. Oh my god.
At least for SSG's offense. A minute 9 in the time bank, so finishing with a pretty good amount of time.
Is Lenny a Tracer one trick?
Like anybody,
dude,
you know,
why?
team was like very comfortable throughout that game.
I swear he's not.
Very odd start, and then you know, I felt like SSG obviously once they kind of got you know, rolling with that Diva and then switching over to the Zarya, which Hawk has been great at the end. That's when they started to kind of like you know, really take control. And it's interesting, Mitch, you see like not a lot of deaths from like Hawk, CJ, but like it felt like it took a lot of time to get things going, at least on first.
Scuffed on 7? Damn.
Hawk is playing a lot of the Diva, so, you know, with the ability to, you know, DMX, self-destruct, get a mech back kind of thing, it can be hard to sort of clean her off. Also, there's like these weird these rotations from Extinction on the defense side were really interesting. Like they had ended up mostly in the attacker's spawn at one point. I guess they got pushed on point and they rotated through the hotel and then off. But I don't mind that. I guess like trying to like extend these fights with that hazard comp. But Chronic's been doing pretty well considering he's, you know, got the most deaths on the side.
You did not have Rack Attack on your team and you went against someone called PGE Wingstop.
Here on defense, so scrappy map, like really.
You did not.
It's muddy out there, and SSG sort of brawled pretty well for like the last 2/3 of the map, though. I think most of the action ends up happening right here.
Right, so we'll see.
You were not in that game.
Chronic will end up playing the Soj here, and they're just going to start off with Hawk on the Zarya. This is what I thought.
And PG's, I've heard about PG's haircut forever. Apparently that guy's a diamond. Not cryptic than 10 months.
In combination with the Winston, let's see how they kind of use this Winston help his forward to try to gain some of this high ground.
Probably has to be incremental.
Maybe this is a good game. Maybe Extinction is like that. I'm still believing SSG just not trying that hard though.
Get some bubbles out. But I mean, falling back to this position is great. This is not fully safe as there's constant.
But we'll see. Maybe Extinction is like that.
It is a foothold at the very least here for Extinction to set up a deeper dive, and Hitori's doing that right now. Big face full of damage though for Hitori, but still able to pick up that one kill. It's left that goes down. It's a trade. Chronic picks it up.
Okay, maybe Extinction is like that. Who knows?
As well on his backline. Space Station Gaming playing in 2.
Oh my king.
Neither of them really finding much success. This is just a really
Why would they not try? Look, sometimes you just gotta cope really hard.
Moves through the choke, finds one as well. So Hitori, she gets.
That's what life is about.
High ground, right, and then just kind of dives back in that back left corner, kind of splits off some of the supports, and also Chronic, and then it's actually a nice sleep from Scuffed on a Hawk, and
yes,
once he
king.
gets waken up, it's like some damage from Scuffed, and then Vision that ends up finishing off the Zarya. So. Good start here for Extinction, above 5 minutes in the time bank here as they move through the second part of the map.
5 minutes. Yeah, plenty of time to work with. And already, Hitori's...
Oh, sorry, I forgot to check my phone.
If you want to access the sledge, if you want to have a really easy poke position, you've got to go through me. This does, of course, leave her very detached from the rest of this Extinction lineup, but obviously Winston can rectify that very quickly. However, it's at the cost of health normally, and ideally not all of it.
Well, she wasn't able to make the leap back towards the choke, and then Scuff doesn't have the benefits of the nano boost at the time, which maybe they better off like waiting a beat, right? And you know, letting Hitori she jump back to the rest of the team. With the
Leak my screen time. It's actually not that long. It's like 3 or 4 hours.
Maybe the timing just a little bit off there between her and Scuff.
Dragon Strike here for Vision. We've been seeing players use it from inside buildings, or at least, yeah, through buildings to some degree, so it's harder to catch. It's going to be a knockdown here off this one. I'm certain of the King. Doubles back around, and Hawk is on his rear end.
Oh my Lenny.
Bomb there from Sugarfree, but King already did much the same. It's CJ down, and without a Hawk, it's tough to fight these. Sugarfree's going to have a crack at it anyway, though. Dodges the sleep, definitely now gets past the Hanzo towards Scuff, but doesn't have the connection.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
That was a title blast from left. Yeah.
Why did we title blast? Why did we title blast Chronic instead of Lenny? What?
It's a title blast on a Chronic, so you end up kind of burning that ultimate, which felt like that was not a scenario you're going to win, and maybe that's why you decide to do it, because you're going to make a swap here and play Kiri Break. Now with Sugarfree ditching the Tracer, going over and playing a Reaper.
Okay, Reaper's not bad.
Just kind of burn down the Winston of Hattori, but she's got Primal, so she might be able to kind of live through this, and then you can switch.
We might actually need Super on Reaper.
She'll double back and take the high ground. Jesus, just so half a space station to fight into this area of the map. They've got the Hanzo at a safe distance. The Winston controlling the high ground. This constant poke coming through. Hawk has to go for it, and well, that's a grab. Does at least catch.
Oh my God, Vision lived the grab.
Get anyone at first. Alba's the one that goes down though. Vision was surprised.
Chronic died with Soldiers
as well because he pays off that investment from the supports. Takes Chronic out of the game. Space Station Gaming are struggling here. They're going to be forced to throw it all at them now. That Bionade is not enough to stop this.
Oh my God.
Space Station should be able to hold up.
Okay, Lenny clutched up. Lenny clutched up.
That's too thorny a proposition to challenge for.
Yeah, it's a nice bio from Scuff there towards the end, but not enough for King to be able to kind of take that 2-on-1. As looks like you still have Alba here. King also in the mix, so looks like they may want to go a little bit faster. Sorry, she will stay on the Winston, which is going to be really tough to play into this Reaper.
And it's not because it's not for reasons of ult charge or anything like that. She
just used it.
I mean, she is a pretty prolific Winston player, right? I feel like that's definitely where she feels her best. But against this Reaper with Desire, it's a
okay. Okay.
Much past me. King flat and Sugar Free though, but Hattori is down. Again, it's a really difficult front line for her to play into. So even with that pick, Extinction don't have any game right now, not to go with. They've got to try and poke Hawk down. It's not a good proposition. And there's a question of whether this Winston is going to be the right choice.
And like, what are you playing this, like, you know, obviously you're going to have a Tidal Blast coming up. You're going to have a Nano, but like, are you kind of staying on this Winston to kind of get some value out of those ultimates, you think? With the Winston, it feels like the...
Okay, there we go. There we go.
It's a nice bubble there. On top of Sugar Free, allows him to Death Blossom.
Yeah, no, SSG is good.
Vision just turns, deals with it. Tori as feels like it's a few fights here where Extinction could have made some changes and they've held on maybe to this comp a little too long.
And the thing about this this Death Blossom reality for Sugar Free is that Extinction are aware of it, but you can't play around it forever. Like, you can't just run and hide every time Reaper TP's fall with a bubble. And Sugar Free knows this, so he knows he can get stages by doing that.
What is wrong with this guy, man? We see the skin.
So at some point they just say, stuff it. We can't keep playing this way. That they end up playing into it, and yeah, they get brought down. Here's a rally in place. Guts is the first to fall as Lev starts the fight off here pretty favorably, but there's some off-angle.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's over.
A little bit low. Still, Space Station don't want to get out. Those 2 kills, more than enough for them, especially as they don't want to dangle themselves in front of Vision's Hanzo.
Right, that's the
damn
blast gone there. That is a nice, that's the perfect little long-range shot there. Finishes off King. But that's the Tidal Blast gone. And now what? You're relying on Hattori getting the benefits of the Nano. See if she can make something happen, but this is gone. You know, Extinction got off to a really good start, right? And SSG has just dominated this phase of the map.
Yeah. Eventually they're playing around the Winston now, and Extinction have been asked a pretty tough question, and frankly, I'm not sure they found the right answer. Vision forced back in the choke. The Zarya poke is real. Hawk just trying to maintain high charge even outside of the fight. What is okay? Grab here.
I think it's over. It's over.
It's going to be removed. Hattori with the nano boost is going to be able to get out of trouble, but Chronic's going to be asking for more in the back line. Wuyong damage is terrible, but with left combined pick up of Alba. That is nice from Chronic. Pops up for a moment.
Alright, no, SSG good.
Absolutely domed. It's the end of the line for the Extinction by the looks of things now, as Sugar Free is finding plenty of success on this Reaper.
Kobe.
Intro looks to go over towards Space Station as Extinction show us a pretty unconvincing attack side. It's a 2-1 score.
All right, thank God, man. Thank God.
After the first point, the attack was pretty uninspiring there from Extinction. SSG does a great job with some of their swaps and
8 shots in the year.
Nothing done after that. I think Extinction needed to make some changes and they just don't end up making them, right? I think it's really tough. You know, Victoria, she's fantastic.
All right, I'm praying SSG3 up.
It's really difficult
win this next map because I need to get to the store.
The Zarya Reaper.
My fridge is actually completely empty.
Rig on the other side, right?
12 deaths, Matt. Kind of tells you everything you need to know. I also don't think Hanzo is great on that stage of the map. The winding streets of the second phase of King's Road. The sidelines are not that long, and Vision is often forced into some
rack attack, PGE Wingstop.
The Hanzo is trying to play from.
What?
Kept challenging that
The
with the bubble and
Overwatch is woke.
So
And rescue toast.
The field of good that Hanzo and really making it hard for Vision to have the same level of output that he did on Gibraltar.
Yes, we take a look at some of the highlights. I think Chronic really started to come alive. You kind of mentioned his name towards the end. The start of this game with SSG's like offense was really weird, right? Yeah, it was like a bit slow. I think like when you kind of go back and look at it, right? Like they, if they get off to a little bit better start on offense, their time bank may have been even better. So we're just kind of that blunder is like the only one for SSG on this map. Otherwise, they were just dominant in the second part of the defense.
Yeah, I mean, some moments here. Thought that, like, Tori playing, walking tightrope, against the Zarya Reaper in general, right? And even if, like, the Winston takes like a random railgun headshot from the Sojourn on the way in, like, they will just die instantly. I like the Suzu straight away there for CJ, just trying to make sure that Sugar Free touches down and has everything he needs to succeed to clear that area. And that's just the no. Reaper forward, deny that Hanzo position, force him just out of the game entirely, and then destroy the Winston, right? Because now you can hang around, you can just chill, have a tea party in the front line with this like insane up-close damage that the Winston really can't do much.
Your fridge now filled with boneless meal deal leftovers. I've actually not had Wingstop in a while.
For success, to be hard to reach, to have like really good high ground, and frankly, it's just not really a feature of the map there in that King's Row second. On third, it can be. Right. There, not so much.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Now,
should I get some Wingstop today? No, I can't.
You got like Esperanza maybe, right, to work with, or Surabasa as well.
I don't get why so many stoners watch PG. He don't smoke.
So, like,
I'm a chill ass guy. That's why.
To play, right? So they won't feel as bad now, I guess.
Viper V3 or the Super Light? I think Viper V3 feels better for like clicking on the V3 feels way nicer than the Super Light, but Super Light feels way nicer for tracking.
No,
Maiden's resting this up.
I would. Like Gus says, Surabasa is probably the best. Like that you could go to. Like Esperanza, like there's a lot of like you can play like a lot of dive there, right? And I think those are certain things.
You come back after shop run? Yeah, I'll probably come back after shop run. I need to shop and
there's like a little bit longer sight lines.
I need to shop and eat.
Pro TV cheers. X100. Don't spend it all in one place.
I won't.
I tend to agree, but like if you remember the RuPaul interview,
what? What's up, Esso?
Those sight lines were more constricted. So
new queen.
Yeah, new queen. Okay. Yeah.
You almost forget this is an option, right?
Jay so good things a year.
The reason why this is in my mind is because Extinction picked this map against GK last week, and they got 0 minutes of progress.
Okay.
What kind of food you get? Probably some chicken breast and vegetables. Some fruit too.
Yes, I mean, only GK has been able to beat them 128-0 on this map.
Right. Nobody beats us 128-0 twice.
It could be a complete outlier. I mean, I'm looking here.
Lesbian feet things 11 months.
Outside of that, we haven't seen it from Extinction. So that's something that they're recently starting to pick into a little bit more. Don't worry about last
My favorite mouse right now, I'm on the Super Light too, but I like the Viper V3. When I was playing Valorant, Viper V3 felt real nice.
I want to just float this now, get it out of the way. I do think that if Spacestation want to really make a play for the top 3, or really want to be considered in that conversation, the level of performance we've seen...
Are SG not considered in the top 3? What?
Probably doesn't qualify them for that. I think that they've also, like, don't get me wrong, Extinction played really well. But I think that we've seen some pretty... we've seen a bit of disarray from this team as well, right? I think they've still been trying to find a shape. I think
I have my Viper V3.
Gibraltar is just not the end of the world because it is like, it's a bit of an other, type map. But for me to feel confident about this team heading into like the post stage, heading to the playoffs, I would have wanted this game to be more dominant against a team that's...
It's actually right here. It's right next to my desk.
A team I think only got one map.
A wall high glass pad? You like glass pads? I've never tried a glass pad.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I mean, look, SSG...
Oh, I taped it shut. Fuck.
They go
all right, whatever.
They go to 5 with TL. Right? This doesn't really look like that team, and it might just be look.
Wasn't Trace already banned? Nah, you can't ban the same thing twice. Like on your side.
It probably also feels like after Team Liquid beats.
Right now I'm on the Raiden mid and Super Light
it's like
2.
I mean, this is like a weird way of kind of saying it, but like you're you're only excited to play that match, and like everything else is like this match.
Why would SG ban Trace in the first? No one knows. No one actually knows.
It's tough to get up for in a way.
Yeah.
But they obviously have to, right? Because Extinction is.
Are Artisan pads really that good? I think they're pretty good. I've only used 3 mouse pads. Artisan mid, Raiden mid, X-Soft, and the G640.
Yeah, I would have them at 3 and 3, like quite easily. That's why, like, the loss. I said at the start, the loss to Sakura made me sort of underrate this team a lot coming into this game.
Right.
Sort of seeing the balance of power in terms of that team.
Oh, and I've used the QCK plus. QCK plus is good. Crack season's 18 months.
Playing down and Extinction playing up, but I did say like they've got top.
I'm good on the peripherals because like once you go down the peripherals route, like you're just gonna keep getting more peripherals. I'm good on that. But it is fun playing with them though.
In NA right now, like I'm not trying to underrate them. It's been a bit sussy from the SSG boys. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, let me end Preds.
This is a comp that RuPaul kind of highlighted with the Zarya and the Reaper here for SSG. That could be really difficult to play against RuPaul.
Hawk is dead. CJ is dead. Oh my god.
But RuPaul had highlighted like, hey, you know, if there's
Not a nice ass shot from Chronic though.
Two of the heroes that like really get hit because like in rank currently at the moment, 2 of the strongest, and you see SSG good use for a lot of the time. Not here at the start, so already off to a better start here than versus GK for Extinction, as they handle things pretty convincingly early on, and they'll get the bot moving.
I like the proposition of the Symmetra against the Zarya, because as Sim, when you fight Zarya, you're charging up a bubble, you're giving her damage, but you're also getting damage, right? You're also powering yourself up. So it feels more acceptable just to like shoot her shields, charge yourself up and have that sort of ammo and still be able to fight. It doesn't feel nearly as bad because you know at least you two are ramping up in terms of your damage. That's pretty brutal though. Losing Hitori there. The
okay.
Picked up by Chronic, and now what's the plan?
SG heating up. Let's go.
I'd wager there isn't one.
Hit run. that is plan B. As soon as Hitori falls, she's kind of like the centerpiece of your comp. Yeah, you were hightailing it.
Stop making them play deadlock. They need to lock in.
Going to make sure you get.
It's not even on me.
And get her into a position that she can obviously produce some really good results. But yeah, I think the sim is obviously good. You know, getting the Ramatra in and out of some of these like weird situations that you're kind of going up against with the Reaper TPing on top of you or behind you.
Okay, how is Lenny dead actually though?
They get rid of Sugar Free right off the mat. Like that's not a. You know, Sugar Free is not the one who should be like dying right away, right? Like he should, as the Reaper.
Right? Like why is the KD Saver dying first?
From Hawk and protection, things like that. So. To see him fall early, especially at the hands of Scuffs, maybe you're kind of trying to stretch a little bit far and like what you think you can do with the Reaper in those type of positions, but it's another fight win here for Extinction. And
every time I think about you and Lenny doing on, I think about him whiffing on Shy on land. That is just not even close to my fault.
They're just winning these value trades in basically each and every fight.
Oh my. Wait, that's Vision, not Chronic. Oh my god. Oh my god, I thought that was Chronic, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, no.
No one to back him up. Space didn't even get to start the fight. They weren't even in position for that.
Oh my god.
Staircase over there to I mean, there's just the Ramatra shield there, and then it's just Vision popping his overclock, and just 2 taps from around the corner.
Yeah, Vision has 4k damage right now. Vision with more damage than Chronic and Sugar Free combined by another 5%. Actually, by another 33%.
Kitsune Rush, and they actually just use this TP and back up. I actually like this here from Extinction. Yeah, you're going to be able to use your own Rush kind of fighting back into this.
Okay, kite the sim wall, then we B push in. They have no B. Alright, we don't even need B. Okay, we might need B. We might need B. We might need B. We might need B. Let's go B. Let's go B. Alright, we don't need it. Alright, Hawk didn't get it. W. Alright.
Seeing the sound barrier come down here from SSG. It's not early enough though to keep Hawk alive. So you do end up losing King, and I mean, you lose Scuff. If you could have kept Scuff alive, right, and maybe you got Hitori inside of this room with the Nemesis form, start to come up with some kills. But dude, it's already pretty good for Extinction.
I think I'm really looking towards this Reaper to get some massive value here. It's tough though because the TP keeps, you know, causing Extinction to be able to shift their entire like focal point. And Sugar Freeze is hoping just to catch someone.
We need a big ass Blossom this fight. It's gonna be hard to have TP, Suzu, and Boop.
Hawk and the Junker Queen. Right.
I'm liking the Queen pick.
But not if your Reaper is dead. Again, Sugar Free dead for the 3rd time here, which is not an egregious number compared to the rest of his teammates. But it's interesting that it's happened sort of at the start of so many of these fights.
Well, they want to continue to try and hold this position.
Bro, the store's gonna close. Oh my god. This store is actually gonna close.
Nice kill there on the King.
Let's go. Keep thinking that's Chronic. Keep thinking that's Chronic.
On the other side of things is left dangerously low there, but that's going to be the shout that comes in from Hawk, giving him a little bit of extra help.
Okay, well, Bot will head back in the direction of Space Station Gaming spawned here. 84 plays 34.
Just go, bro. SSG not winning. They need me here to watch.
Space Station so far, and a lot of it has been compounded by Vision absolutely dominating. 14 eliminations for 2 deaths. Absolutely riding high. Hitori's also had very good impact in these fights, and with Annihilation around the corner, I suspect it's not about to change.
And you see SSG, they're kind of backing up here, Mitch, and oh, dude, you can't lose Alba in these type of situations. I mean, you would have beat to match a beat here, and then you have a Kitsune rush advantage. Let's see if they're actually able to hold on, even while losing that Lucio, as you end up losing Hawk.
Oh my god, Ram City in here. Wait, now we beat?
Be the beat though, and you have no beat in response.
Okay. Paul trying to hang around here. Hitori's Annihilation is going to peter out, and there's going to be no one else there.
We get trades and then beat? Alright, I guess. And now they just beat push on top of us. Actually, no, we need to save beat for the Queen ult.
They're going to have a rampage here from Hawk.
Okay.
Starting off the fight, of course, Suzu will be...
Wait, I'm looking at the wrong fucking team. Oh my god.
It's going to be tough work for Scott to connect.
We need to force out Suzu, Ajax to Lucio, and then kite the symbol.
Headline this next fight.
Well, Tori, she's going to get TP here from King over to get a contest. Let's see if Hawk can actually land a big rampage here. But you do have the sound barrier. So I mentioned, you know, Alba ends up dying early, and that's brutal.
Nice, beat forced out and Ram died.
Beats late, not able to keep Hitori up.
Okay, Annihilation catch or Rampage rather catches onto Alba and Scuff. So Scuff
nice.
At least gets a Suzu.
Wait, no, how is CJ dead?
Withstand that anti-heal for quite a while. The symbol is pretty nice here. It allows Vision the space to pick CJ off, but that is all that Extinction are going to have to write home about.
Miss Megatron in 6 months. I always knew you were against Lenny. I'm really not.
Get butt scratch on this checkpoint now.
I mentioned it at the top of the
okay, Lenny, you need a big Blossom here.
Players on Extinction need to play quite well. I was like, I think
actually needs 13 months.
Historically, they have in scenarios like this. It's just the support is
actually, you, or I mean, I just can't stop thinking about how the store is gonna close and this match is about to go to map 5. Like, I'm actually disgusted. I can't.
Otherwise, you could have been staring down the barrel, giving up that massive lead that you have. So for me,
just go, man. No, it's whatever, dude. It's whatever. I'm just gonna go to a restaurant or something.
That was an inflection point,
or Wingstop.
I like the perk here for Vision. Actually, it's the slowing disruptor shot to just disrupt a little bit of that front line, right? Make it harder for Hawk to reach up and get in range of the Ramatra. There's King, finds the first pick.
Oh my god, bro. Say you swear to god that's what we Blossom. Say you swear.
Outlast it. At least giving Sugar Free control of this shot. But somehow I feel like the Reaper was hoping for more. Will be topped up, but that...
Okay, thank god King is trolling.
And King finds off a little bit more than he can chew by challenging that position. So now, priority for Space Station Gaming.
Nice.
Bit of a trough in terms of ultimates, but they've got that bowler shot if they should need it. And ideally, they can win without spending ults, but Sugar Free again just gets too big for his britches, pushes past that shield and just dies to the Soj.
It'll be a bullish shot, but Hitori, she's still behind the rest of SSG now. She had actually used the Annihilation, just kind of like pushed on through. And although the Vola gets scuffed, Scuffed ends up having that Kitsune rush. Still, you're actually going to gain some progress here. As Hawk gets dangerously low, he's going to have to circle all the way back out to the spawn. So you will end up, I mean, look, even if Extinction doesn't gain any meterage off of it, which they are now, even if it's not significant.
Okay, we have B and Rush and Queen ult.
With this much time in the clock,
but we need to win this fight only using them sparingly. Yes, thank god he trolled. There it is. There it is. No trades. No trades. No trades.
They've lost a lot of time. That was across a different postcode virtually.
Under a minute, Extinction with a 35-meter lead. you need to get great value out of these support ultimates. You get great value out of these support ultimates, there's a very high chance you win this map and we take it to a game 5. You could just not, have these kind of, fall for nothing. So we'll see how they kind of end up deciding to use them. They also have a support ultimate advantage, right? CJ had used a Kitsune rush.
CJ's won.
Now you're gonna have
Okay, Shoutouts come out. Okay.
For Extinction, it's gonna be Scuff dropping.
Kite that. That's terrible. Kite that. Lenny's dead. Lenny's dead. Lenny's dead. Never mind. We're good. How is Hawk dead? How is Hawk so dead? Oh my god, yes, Chronic?
Chronic is able to connect that bowler shot. The problem is where the body is. Space Station not in a position to take control of it. They got 5 seconds left in the round. They cannot be Charles the 9th thing this one. His Vision and Hattori can simply circle back to where the body is and clean out anyone that's trying to contest it.
Holy whoa! Oh my god!
Series of fights we've seen.
Hog died with Queen O. Lenny Blossom, nobody. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Won this series by taking check. Like they were very much in that game, right?
Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please.
Really kind of take control, and I know
oh, please. No, no, bro. This person just got a million fucking points. This person just got a million fucking points. Oh my god. Single bro, thanks for the sub.
Doing really well.
I mean, from the first moment on this map, I think Vision really was making his mark. Just like I mentioned, I think he was doubling down on the damage done by both of SSG's DPS at one point, and kind of never really took the foot off the gas.
How are we map 5? No one knows. No one knows. Okay, Vision is actually having a crazy game.
Decent in some situations, but again, this was just a muddy, scrappy, absolute dogfight. A dragged out new Queen Street that Extinction ended up taking. So, nice to see them pick up their map pick, and it's nothing fair.
He is, but SG's backline is running it. I did not say this. I did not say this.
Limit Chronic's impact in fights where that wall is up, and Sugar Free looked uncomfortable a lot of the time.
I did not say this. I was literally just reading chat. I was literally reading chat. Iron, you can see Iron type it. You can literally see Iron type it. You can literally see Iron type it.
Type of stuff they're trying to play, and they did a nice job.
You can literally see it.
Trying to go in deep, and it seems like they really do.
Backjack is A+. Dude, okay.
It's just they never really got Hawk in position.
Okay, honestly, it's an SSG map 5 win. Think about it. Tracer is unbanned. Hawk is on Zarya or Diva, Thanos. CJ's Thanos on Kiri. Lev is Thanos on Lucio. Chronic is Thanos on his kid. We can't lose. We can't lose. Man.
This one, it was, we didn't really have many high hopes for potentially, and we certainly are wrong, right? Extinction has come in and played phenomenal today.
I mean, hopes is one thing.
As long as Extinction don't ban Kiriko,
just felt like
I think we're actually good. As long as they don't make it Kiriko or Zarya.
Inflection point in terms of their stage, but they've been able to reverse their fortunes.
And Wuya thinks it's 4 months.
I don't know what to make of this. Are we needing for Extinction?
What does it actually do in terms of the standings? Extinction would get to 2 and 3, and then Extinction has Team Z and Nightmare.
When we gonna realize main support is just hard there, not all ass. That is
Maldo 1738 cheers.
True
X100. SSG might lose to a top 6 to 17. They are like your favorite soda that had to be changed to SUGARFR.
Main supports are just easy to single out because it's the easiest to kill. Let's be honest.
Everyone is watching this team like a hawk.
And also, you've got to bear in mind the head.
Johanne fan cheered. X100. Lep is Thanos from the timeline where Doctor Strange killed him before he became a problem.
Don't ever give me bets again, man. Don't ever say some dumb shit like that.
Is this team preventing themselves from falling down in that relegation zone? I think it's really hard actually. Down. Even if they beat them, I'm not even sure that.
Oh my. Okay, at Sim ban and Zarya ban, not bad, not bad, not bad.
The relegation possibility.
Extinction wins here, let's say, right? let's live a little bit of fun here. Extinction wins here. You play against Team Z and Nightmare. I'm also getting a FaceTime currently from Chris Puckett, so I'm not exactly sure he currently knows.
You should answer it.
Working, I will not answer.
All that lying is the reason SG's on map 5 and you can't go to the store. You know what? Fine. My backline actually did not want to win this game. I'll fucking say it. We're dying to nothing. We're not using our ults correctly. It's disgusting. I'm actually disgusted.
Don't answer that.
Fine. That's what you want to hear? I'm disgusted. We need to do better.
There's a world in which Extinction gets to 4 wins. Like, you win this, you know, you get to two wins, then you play Team Z and Nightmare. There's a world.
Lenny is first picked on Reaper. I'm disgusted. Why are we first picked on Reaper? How? You have a TP and a Wraith. I'm disgusted.
Against Nightmare, then all right. I think all bets are on. That is kind of crazy that they could rocket up into like potentially 4th place if from here on out.
No, there's like
They're better than this. That's why I'm getting angry.
Is for them potentially.
All this stems from the Deadlock Knight with Hawk. Yes!
Flash on the screen features a Symmetra ban for SSG and a Zarya ban as Extinction have saved apparently the best for last. So what does this mean for a Hawk?
I mean, it should be a 3-0. I'm being so serious. This should be a 3-0. Tracer's unbanned. Diva's available on the table. Hawk and Lenny should do everything. And the backline is good in this. Jackie, you know it's not my fault.
All works out. I also got a tweet here that
I'm about to close Preds.
Asked you to say nice things about me, and you responded that you said you can't do that.
What are these casters talking about?
No, Google Gemini has got really good image generation.
What is this Tsundere casting?
Prompting and basically it'll just spit it out for you. And I think
I'm ending Preds.
Chat is really easy. So
we're all trying to be positive here today, and you know what? There's anybody who brings negativity to the broadcast.
It's
so we're
really easy to deepfake a Twitch chat log.
A Ramatra head-to-head. And like King just pulling out at the last minute, the May. So we've seen King play historically like some.
The thing is, I know CJ and Lep are good. Lock it in, Putz.
So this is like a little bit of a pocket pick here at the end. Let's see how it works out.
Okay, so the idea
I can't take you serious. You just add me with a Duolingo badge. I can't take you serious, Tizio. I'll be honest.
Try and get healing, but you have really good throughput anyway, right? Like with the regen burst from like Baptiste. You can also isolate people off, and I think that's honestly going to be hard for SSG to deal with. It means that there's no Tracer for Extinction, and Sugar Free, to some degree, has a lot on his plate here. He really needs to exert himself.
Extinction have gotten the point within 3 seconds.
Right, man, but it's going to be point control here for Extinction early on, and then with the May and the Bat, they just have a lot of survivability on the point.
How are we back to block slop?
You're looking at what, like Chronic to come up with like a pick at distance here. Like that's kind of how you're going to open. Like not a lot of squishy targets for Sugar Free to kind of feast on.
Oh my God, Chronic! Thank God.
Yeah. Chronic able just to abuse this high ground now. Something that Extinction.
Ooh, nice railgun shot from Vision.
Wait.
Okay, not bad. Chronic just caught on the point there. Brought down by Hitori. Can they keep her alive though? They're gonna try and chase the Ramatra. Hitori so far not so bad. Scuff probably working overtime.
Dude, they have 60% on the point.
With only the Lucio healing, it is gonna be a little bit too much. So I like the idea of playing for the long.
70% on the point. 80. Oh my God.
I mean, losing Scuffed is brutal. Yeah, I mean, losing Scuffed is brutal, especially in this type of situation, right? Where the immortality field plus, like, obviously having the May in the mix is, like, such an advantage in terms of, like, just kind of, like, these, like, more elongated fights on the point. And then once you lose Scuff right away, especially when Chronic just kind of goes up the high ground and just domes him, I mean, it's a rough one to fight from at that point.
Who's just giving me money?
Wizard donated $5. Trust me, if you say, curse Extinction, SSG will win.
Curse Extinction. Curse Extinction.
This is a must-win fight, though.
Chronic those Unchained. This guy is man without a cause. He is free to start to put that work in. And nice May wall. Oh, I love it.
Okay, Hawk is dead, but Scuffed is also perma-dead.
Your sound barrier there as well. You end up using the Blizzard. Like, you invest some pretty big ultimates, right? If left, you know,
Beeb Kush comes out of left.
Connected absolutely everybody.
Just our last to try and disengage away from it. That's the play her Hitori. And remember, she gets that Nemesis form straight away after popping.
Lenny's dead!
The Dukes up and stay alive. The stall is immense, and our Sugar Free is down. So that's.
Oh my God! And Scuff has a good lamp too. Oh my!
She's full health. Don't know how that happened, but in an instant, she is fighting fit once more. Hawk has an annihilation now and needs to make good use of this, but the risk of getting caught in a blizzard here, it would be high had King been able to build one for this particular fight. Annihilation's in place. Working on the left goes the better team right now.
Yeah, we'll see if it's good enough to actually take this point, right? Hawk, dangerously low.
Ain't boy one of the things so.
First flash point, 2 away from taking the series. Would be like, honestly, would be one of the bigger upsets we've had in either NA or EMEA, right? I know we don't see many upsets in this type of fashion often. This would be
Liao boy things up. Every time I've been on SG, I lost. Ray, I'm sorry.
That blizzard comes around. It's like a great offensive tool or the perfect answer to annihilation. Extinction, I'm sure.
Wait, you know what? DC King's internet. DC King's internet. DC King's internet.
Against the top team. Right now, though, focusing on the job, trying to take control of this point. You'll notice, look at the wireframe. All of SSG trying to circle around them, try and get some flanking positions. But Chronic's been kind of forced away from much of the action. There's a beautiful bolt connection.
Oh my god, they actually got the beat off.
He can only pop himself up and make himself an easy target for this Freya. There's Tori going down first. And
Oh my god, thank god they still lost.
That is a brutal turn of events for Extinction.
Yeah, they end up using that.
Jaden Tretton thinks so.
Not end up winning. It's a nice Kitsune rush here from CJ at the start, right? They kind of get brawling in it. I guess the benefit though for Extinction, right? I mean, look, you kind of trade those ultimates. You end up coming back with like an Ant Matrix and a Blizzard to work with here. And then honestly, like the Ant Matrix isn't even like, obviously it's great for some of the healing that Scuff can provide, but really he's here about that immortality field, just trying to keep Tori being able to kind of brawl Hawk head to head.
Tough to recover from a fight where you commit your sound barrier and still lose.
They kind of wrap here.
Okay, yes, Lenny.
King down to the bomb. Yeah, jeez, this is so
really love this.
Extinction.
Yeah, they're so.
How is Vision killing so many people?
Yeah, the plan is to make use of the Ant Matrix map, but they split themselves willingly. I think Tori has to throw her block up.
Vision is online.
If you kind of like wrap around like that and use that Ant Matrix, like if you're taking damage and you're like Tori or some of the other players on the high ground, you kind of need to start funneling down that staircase to actually like get in the line of sight of the healing, potentially of Scuff. But then also,
let's go, Lucio.
Like almost bait those players into the damage and the stuff that's coming in from the Ant Matrix.
This is kind of giving Li Zhang Tower vibes from Extinction as they sort of went off the boil at the exact wrong moment. Scuffed already down in this fight. King probably doesn't have this Blizzard or the chance to use it.
Okay, let's go, SSG. It's not good they didn't use any ult, so.
Ugly point.
It looks so good, and then they look like they unplugged their monitors.
Okay, so but well, unfortunately for them, right? SSG going to have a pretty easy rotation over to the next point. I think it's like it's almost game deciding, right? Extinction gets control of this point first, like getting on the right side of things, getting some confidence back, winning this first fight, right? It will be a left sound barrier, and
what the
CJ is already going to build up towards another rush here, so could be a tough situation to fight into, and you're going to lose Alba here, so losing any of the, you're going to lose both supports right away.
Okay, not the fight that Extinction were looking for.
That's the Blizzard too.
Okay, this is good. This is good. Extinction are getting nervous. Extinction can't handle this. They're using ults and still losing the fight.
Is it not worth to try and counter the annihilation with the
King is on Tracer, Monka S.
Flashpoints, I feel like now you have no answer. Extinction are just throwing some good money after bad here.
Yeah, because
and they switched off the May. I guess that's maybe why they went for the Blizzard there.
Right, but even if you come back here and like you get both support ults out.
No Suzu already. Lenny has to hit this both.
Right, it's going to be a really
let it fly.
Difficult spot.
Oh my God, CJ's dead.
Pick on Vision actually gets one.
That's so nice. Vision very low there. Sugar free. Took him down about 10 health.
That's huge.
Hey, that's
wait, Scuffed fell off the map.
So many people out, including Scuffed, and Hitori has to go for the annihilation here. This allows Extinction to only really contest this walk. Will just like counter this damage out. Your beats come out. It's not enough to save Hitori.
Oh my God, they're choking. They're choking.
Now to trade ultimates as they came into this fight with 5. It's a big spend, but it's going to guarantee.
They're choking.
Yeah, I mean this. Let's see if the Extinction even decides to try and fight this one yet again. But that was a sizable amount of ultimates.
They beat it 3v5. Scuff fell off the map. They're choking.
Anymore. No annihilation. Your overclock use there as well as. Like I mentioned, gotta get a great support play. Let's see if Extinction can get a good use of this Kitsune rush. They're gonna get a little bit of an advantage in terms of spawning.
No way it's gonna go map 5, map fucking 5.
Okay, Extinction have fought so hard in this series and honestly showing such great looks, but Now they're on the edge of losing it all here to SSG, who've honestly been really solid, but haven't really had those ultimates forced out of them. They sat on 5 in the previous fight. It felt like a deterministic flashpoint win for them with how
this is the rush from Extinction, and like where's the follow-up?
That was a terrible rush.
I don't understand, genuinely. And I've covered this game for almost 10 years now, and I don't understand what is really going on here. Extinction.
Oh my god. Lenny shits on King, but Chronic is dead.
Vision, though, doing well despite all this chaos. There's some consistency. There's the safe haven in the storm in this Sojourn play. Hawk
what?
Behind that shield. Vision delivering again and again. Keeps Extinction in the game. Not just in the game, but
why not kind of hear Charlie XX there again and again, again and again.
He's really been kind of the standout player. Really in the DPS role, right? I know King has had some great moments, but it's really been Vision, with the overclocks and the railgun shots that has, come alive as they're trying to get Hittori out. Nice job using that speed boost to get her out of dodge. It's gonna be
Scuffed is dead again. Oh my god, this is beautiful.
Chronic that finishes off Scuffed.
Yeah, that's tough, but Extinction have this 52% accounting, so honestly, anything extra they get at this point is a bonus.
Extinction go for a trade, they actually get one.
Chronic is down. This is going to slow this retake up for Space Station if it kind of even happens
Nice.
at this point. Sugar-free deals with King, and that really should open the...
I have Curio and Beat next fight, we're chilling. But I just need to flip the point though.
80% or so, and they're going to get some extra credit.
Oh my fucking god, Ram.
Maybe builds up another annihilation.
Let's see.
They just got 99 from that. Then he's on like 25 player kill streak.
It's like one fight territory here for Extinction. You're gonna have double support all done both sides, and a huge fight coming up. Dude, if Extinction can kind of get this to one flashpoint to decide it all, right? Ideally, you kind of like get out of this fight with one of these support ults, but most likely you're gonna have just a big dump from both sides here.
Okay, both teams have like the same ultimates. Let's see how this fight pans out.
And just kind of sitting around waiting for it to develop.
We need good ult economy, right? And I think it's not the worst thing just to
CJ ults.
Start a fight, right?
Are they kiting this? They're kiting this.
Here's the rush. They're trying to disengage.
Okay, that's based. That's
wow. Wow. Okay, thank God Scuff is trolling the game. Holy shit.
I really thought they were gonna get. They got out there, especially considering that Scuff can just swift step to where they need to go, and they're picked off for like the.
Yeah, but now you might lose. Okay, so Hittori able to make it back to the health pack. That's massive. If you would have lost her, I mean, that is just a brutal way to lose a series.
9 deaths right now for Scuff.
What?
Egregiously high number compared to the rest of the team. Still not great. Extinction shoves back. Soundberry here, and also with the Kitsune Rush, so advantage in support ultimates. Extinction should win this fight by the numbers, but can they convert? Soundberry is being held onto by Lep here, and Hawk has that annihilation.
Vision is dead. Vision is dead. Game. Game.
Vision's taken down. Sugar-Free's able to isolate them off the corner of the map, and Hawk is looking healthy enough here, playing inside that vortex and basically ignoring it. It's both Ramatra staring each other down, menacingly on the point. As Space Station are seconds away from taking the map.
Then he pulls out. Wait.
And they're done, but Sugar-Free chimes in just where it's needed. A crucial free throw on the buzzer will get them ahead. Extinction able to fight back, and Lep and Chronic are down, but still Sugar-Free is running roughshod through this Extinction lineup.
Okay, that's game. That's game. Holy shit. That was way too close. Oh my god.
SSG snatched the series away at the 11th hour.
And for Extinction, I mean, I have to use the beat in the situation that you use it there, right? So far away from
Bro, Scuffed? No, that was actually crazy scary. They actually could have won that if Scuffed didn't get first pick 3 times.
That's kind of what determines series like this. It kind of comes all the way down to just that ultimate usage there, and not ideal from
35-1. About time you get on Tracer, man.
35-1 here in Game 5.
Oh my god, that is ridiculous from Sugar-Free. And yet the map was still a struggle. It was still brutal, back and forth. My god, it went the distance.
How is that even close though? Like what?
Really solid at some points, but at some point he went invisible.
Maldo 1738 cheered.
Lady guys, yeah, I'll try Lady guys.
Hey PGE, you were right. This was the game of the day. See you tomorrow, Batty.
It's crazy. I mean,
just shows that stats don't matter. I've been saying this.